Hi, I'm Cherish Zimmerle. Welcome to Season 2 of Artopia. This season, we're exploring the creative arts in the Darling Downs. Today, Isaac Lerch, an up-and-coming film student from UniSQ, will be joining us in the studio. Later, I'll be speaking to Nicole Haeusler, the Director of Youth Arts at the Empire Theatre Toowoomba, about the drama workshops available to the youth in the region. All that coming up.
Hi, I'm Luke Webb. Joining me on the couch is promising film student at UniSQ, Isaac Lerch. Now, Isaac, you've had success with acquiring a couple different freelance gigs in the media industry since starting at UniSQ. What made you want to take up this field of study?
Yeah, well, it all sort of started in 2021. I had to quit my job at this really small servo. We actually did driveway service, which was interesting. But anyway, I wanted to become a Sparky at the time. I was actually looking for an apprenticeship when, I'd just been watching all these shows and movies and stuff. I was watching Stranger Things and just all the stuff I was watching at that time sort of drew me towards this, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to enroll. So.
And what sort of media work have you been involved in around Toowoomba?
Well, it all started when I got an email for some work experience. It was for live streaming some basketball, the Mountaineers in Toowoomba, and the guy who organised all that gave me a few other gigs around Toowoomba as well, and also put me onto this job that I just got recently as well.
Can you tell us more about that job?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I work for DMW, which is a four-wheel drive company. They sell trays and canopies, and they travel around Australia making YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm their cameraman and social media guy. So I make anything from dumb TikToks to editing like half-hour episodes. So.
And in what ways has studying at UniSQ contributed to your growth and development as a film student?
Well, it's mainly the time on tools, really. So, like in class, because naturally our classes are a bit smaller, so just, the sort of time you get with the lecturers and spending time with the camera, the lights and all that's really helped me out.
Are there any specific courses or resources that have been particularly valuable to you?
Simon, the lecturer, he's been really, really good, really supportive throughout the course, very knowledgeable, so.
Now, you're working on a documentary at the moment, right? Fight Night. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I don't want to spoil too much because it's pretty cool, but basically, like just regular people dressed up as knights, like full metal armor, like it's heavy stuff, and they just smack the hell out of each other with swords, axes. And one of them described it like when you get hit in the head with an axe, it's like being in a car accident, so.
Can you share some of the challenges or obstacles you encountered whilst working on Fight Night?
Yeah, so the sort of setting of Fight Night is pretty much a bunch of drunk people just watching these middle-aged men just fighting, and naturally that's an issue. Just you don't know what the people around you are going to do, but we got pretty lucky. There wasn't really any incidents, so it was pretty good.
Now, for those thinking about pursuing a career in film or the creative arts in general, what advice would you offer up?
I would say take every opportunity you get.
In your opinion, what are some of the key skills or qualities that are important for someone aspiring to be have a successful career in the film industry?
I'd say ask a lot of questions. Like if you're doing something with someone who might employ you, just don't try to sound too smart, just try to seem like you're enjoying it.
Well, that's great to hear of your success so far in the media industry, and we hope you continue your journey. Coming up next, Cherish is taking a closer look at the youth arts program at the Empire Theatre, a drama class for high school students.
Thanks, Luke. We're here at the Empire Theatre to look into their youth arts program and chatting to Nicole Haeusler, the director of the program.
So I'm Nicole Haeusler and I'm the Youth Arts Director here at Empire Theatre in Toowoomba. We offer a number of weekly classes that run across the school terms. They start as young as grade grade 2, and then they work up to young adult. In each of those classes, we focus on slowly building up the performance skills and theatre craft and how to effectively just tell a story clearly on stage. We understand that not every young person in that space is there because they want to be an actor. Some of those kids are there because they want to learn how to be confident enough to say hello to someone they don't know, or how to get a bit better about collaborating with other people. I feel like questions where it's like, why is it important to have space for young people to feel creative expression? You know, it's like asking, why do kids need sport? Why do kids need dance classes? Why do they need activities outside of school? Part of it is because for people who are just naturally inclined to experiencing the world in a creative way that maybe some of their peers don't quite click with as much, having a space where you can, for an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours, just be in a room with people that think like you and see the world like you, and be able to process that through storytelling is so important. And I think that the arts, there's this terrible myth that the arts doesn't pay well or it doesn't employ people, but it's not true. There is so much opportunity for especially young artists and training artists to step into that world and spend the rest of their lives potentially, or a significant part of their working life, in spaces that they love, with people who think like them, with goals that they feel will make difference and create change. And so having access to these classes on a youth arts level, that's sort of that first initial spark where they get a taste of what that could look like. I wouldn't be sitting here employed full-time in the arts industry if I didn't do the drama classes on a Wednesday night when I was 18 years old. We have so many students come in who on their first day are like holding hands with their mum, being like, please don't leave me, to then by the end of week 3, suddenly they're comfortable sitting in a circle doing a check-in and speaking to someone that they've only just met. Or they have suddenly the confidence to tell a story and project that all the way to the back seat. And I think that's part of that is coming from creating that safe space for these young people to just be themselves. I think some good advice to parents and to the young ones thinking about maybe coming and checking out our classes is to just come in and give it a go. We have some of the friendliest staff here at Empire, and we understand the vulnerability and courage that it takes for young people to step into a space for the first time, especially a space where you have huge personalities and lots of energy and creative challenges. Like it takes a lot of courage to approach that. If you're interested in our classes, is to feel free to reach out, get in touch on our website. You can inquire online, empiretheatre.com. Please get in touch. Any questions, any queries, no matter what your young person is going through or how they're feeling, we're always here and we're always ready to provide safe, creative spaces.
It's great to see an exciting program like this that lets aspiring young actors in the region expand their skill set. Back to the studio.
Thanks for that, Cherish. If you want to find out more about the Youth Arts program, visit empiretheatre.com.au for more info. And now a look at the events calendar and what is happening in the region next week. On the 10th of July in Warwick, attend Jumpers and Jazz Crafternoons. Crochet a beautiful jumper that is used to decorate the town whilst listening to the local music. On the 14th of July, Shack is opening at the Empire Theatre, a hypothermic flurry of comedy and thriller. Shack explores the territory between young people's anxiety and their invincibility. Come along, tickets are selling fast. On the 17th, artist Sue McMaster helps continuing students enhance their drawing of the human form. This 8-week course kicks off with a bang. Learn how to develop your visual arts skills with charcoal, pastels and more. Links are on screen. Please support your local events. And now you're up to date with Matt, what's going on in the Darling Downs. Over to you, Cherish.
Some exciting events there. Shack sounds like it's going to be a great show. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and keep creating. We'll see you next week on Artopia.